Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've literally just rolled out of bed like 10 minutes ago, set the camera up, brushed my hair, and I'm now filming, so if I look and sound a bit worse for wear, that's why. Today I'm doing a foundation review on the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint Foundation. I don't really know too much about this. I know that it's fairly new, like the last couple of weeks or so. I believe like a TikTok duo have like announced this together, or like the face of Morphe 2, but other than that I don't really know. The foundation claims to be a lightweight breathable formula, hydrates, smooths and blurs, non-comedogenic? I don't know what that word is. It's vegan. It says on the side as well to keep it light and easy with this fluid tint that melts into skin while providing a naturally radiant finish. And on the front it says sheer to medium coverage. So from what I understand of this foundation, it's like a bit like a tinted moisturiser, but it's also like an actual foundation sort of thing. So it's not meant to be like a full coverage foundation. It's not what I would normally go for. Normally I am quite a full coverage queen, so we'll need to see what this is like. I did also get a new brush to test out with Morphe. This is the E31 foundation brush, and it's just this flat top, kind of like semi-dense brush for foundation. I have obviously got a foundation brush, but like I've said a few times on this channel, it's really not a great brush, so I just wanted to try out a new one. But to make it a fair test, I will also be using a sponge, so I'll be doing one side of the brush and one side with a sponge, just to see what it applies best with. I feel like this foundation, because it's quite liquidy, it might work best with a brush, but I don't know, we'll just have to go ahead and see. Also, just for this foundation and this brush, like they came just like this and this in the bag. Morphe sent me a box this big. I don't think that's necessary. I mean, my cats love Morphe now because they're gonna get this box, but for a small foundation and a brush this big, like I'd understand if I bought like a load of stuff. But this for 2 items. Okay, so I put my hair back, I got my mirror, so let's bring out the foundation. Right, so this is what the foundation looks like. Looking at the shade, I'm not sure how well of a match it's going to be. I did get this in the shade Hint of Marshmallow. I think it was the lightest shade. I was going to get the second lightest shade, but it looked a bit too yellow, and I think I have fairly neutral skin, but I think it is more on the yellow side, but I wasn't too sure. It's hard to match when you're doing it online. So I thought I'd get this one, and if it is meant to be a sheer-ish foundation, if the colour's slightly off, it shouldn't matter as much. This is super liquidy though. I'll see if I can try and make you hear it in the camera mic. And it literally is applied with a dropper, and I've never had a foundation that's done this before. I know you can get like the NYX Total Control one that does this, but other than that I never have had one. This smells like something that I know. That sounds so dumb, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's food or if it's like paint or if it's like something. I had it there. It smells like faintly of like raspberry jam. It probably doesn't smell anything like that, but to me it smells like faintly of raspberry jam. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in first on this side with a brush and just see how that goes and see what the colour is like. I've also got it balanced like on my leg, so because it's such a liquidy foundation, that's quite scary. I don't know how much to use of this either, so we'll go ahead and see. That's like, oh god, it's so liquidy. Right, so if it's gonna stay this dark, this is not gonna be a good colour match. My skin also isn't that great right now, so I need to see how well this hides it. Okay, so as long as this doesn't oxidise, it should be an alright colour for me, because as I'm blending it out, it looks a little bit better. Okay, so that's one side of my face done. I realised I did do the more shadowy part of my face first, so probably not going to be able to see much on this side. The sun has also gone away, so fabulous. But actually, if I turn to the side, you can actually kind of see it's quite dewy. I'm not sure how well this is going to stay on my oily skin. The colour's alright. I'm actually quite surprised at how nice the colour looks. If it does oxidise though, I might be in trouble because this is kind of like slightly too dark, but because it's just quite sheer, I can probably get away with it. Although the coverage actually isn't too bad on initial, like looking at it right now, but then this side of my face is a bit more problematic, so we need to see what that's like. Brush though, pretty decent. Okay, so on the other side of the face I'm just going to apply like roughly the same amount and try to not get it all in my hair. I think I would have preferred it if they didn't have the dropper. It's a bit messy. Okay, so that's it with the sponge. It's done like an okay job covering. Obviously it is a sheer to medium coverage, so I'm going to go with another layer just to see if I can build it up. Applying with a sponge, I don't really see much of a difference, to be honest, but I think I will go in the other layer with a brush just because I feel like the sponge is soaking quite a bit of this up because it is so liquidy. Okay, so I'm just going to go like all across my face now. I just dropped some on my leg. Yeah, it's extremely liquidy foundation. I mean, you can see how much that's running right now. So you kind of got to be careful with like how much you put on and like can you blend it out in time sort of thing, because it will just run everywhere. I forgot to mention as well at the beginning, this foundation was £16, which is fairly pricey for like what I would usually go for. I mean, my go-to foundation is like £12, which is like, again, a bit more pricey for like a drugstore foundation, but obviously I don't think Morphe's classed as drugstore. Then I don't think they're classed as high-end, because honestly most Morphe products, in my opinion, are really reasonably priced. Yeah, okay, so that colour, you can see a bit of a difference on my neck, so I'm just going to try and blend it down as much as possible. But yeah, so far I'm actually quite liking it. I would say that the claims are like true. It is sheer to medium coverage. You can certainly build it up. You can certainly have it as sheer as you want it to basically be like a skin tint, or you can have it like a medium foundation. On my skin, it's actually looking really nice. Like I can hardly tell that I've got makeup on. It's not like completely like makeupless looking, if you know what I mean. Like I can still see that I've got makeup on and like people will still be able to tell that I've got makeup on, but it is like a nice natural looking foundation. And honestly, like I've been kind of wanting one of them just for like kind of everyday use, because I don't particularly need to be wearing a full coverage foundation every day, whereas I could definitely get away with this. And if I have like any bad spots like on my neck for example, I could just put on a bit of concealer to try and hide that. But I mean, all the spots around here is actually covered pretty nicely, so I'm quite impressed with that, even though it is like a medium foundation. It is like really dewy though. I don't know how well that will like pick up on camera, but it definitely will need to be powdered down on my skin because it will not last otherwise. My sister messaged me on Facebook saying, "Psst, Rena," because that's my nickname, and I went, "What?" And she just went, "Hi." I don't like her. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, powder this down, do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've done the rest of my makeup, just kind of like powdered, did my standard contour, highlight sort of deal, and honestly this is looking really nice. It doesn't look dry anywhere. It is meant to be hydrating, so I would hope that it wouldn't look dry, but even after powdering down it still looks really nice. It looks quite smoothing. I can't really feel it on my face, but I did notice when I was putting on my bronzer that some places they didn't feel very set, but then I don't know if I just didn't powder them properly, but then I'd powder a lot, so I'm not quite sure about that. But we need to see how that wears throughout the day. I just powdered it down with my RCMA No Colour setting powder. I did a review on that as well. If you want to go check it out, I'll link it in the I button up there. And that is like the best powder for me to hold in my oils, so I'm really trying to give this a shot and just see what it's like. I am actually kind of digging the finish of it though. Like I feel like it's natural enough to look okay for every day, and you can make it more natural as well. But then it's also like if I put on a load of makeup, it's not gonna look like my eyes or whatever. Like if I do a full glam eyes, it's not gonna look like my eyes are out of place compared to my face. So I am actually quite liking it. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this is gonna hold up throughout the day. I don't think it's oxidized anymore, but there is still like a small colour difference like along my neck. Also ignore if I still got powder on my pyjamas. Yes, I'm wearing my pyjamas. but I made a mess. Currently it is 11:11, make a wish, but I'm gonna count the check-in by about 11 o'clock just because I would have been done with my foundation by then anyway, and it didn't take me too long to do the rest of my face, so call it 11 o'clock as a check-in. I have got a few things to do today. I'm going to be going out with my sister and I'm going to be meeting up with my friend to see her new baby. So I am actually leaving the house today for once, and it is looking like a really nice day. Like, there's blue skies and not really a lot of clouds, so that's a rare one in Scotland. So it should be quite warm today as well. So we'll really see how this foundation does with the heat and with my general oiliness and actually doing things. So yeah, I'll take my camera out with me throughout the day. I've just got like a little vlog camera, so it won't be on my phone, so hopefully the quality will be a bit better than my other check-ins that I've done, like with foundation reviews. I'm going to try and keep this on for about 12 hours, although this video does need to go up by tomorrow, so I might need to cut it short so I can actually get the editing done. But yeah, so I'll check back with you in a few hours just to see how it's looking. Hello. Hi fam. Hello. Coachella. Don't swear in my fucking video, trick. I'm gonna have to censor that. Hey. Right, so I didn't do any check-ins, I forgot. I see my friend's baby, she's very cute and she's doing very well. But it is currently 8 o'clock. So I've had this on my face for 10 hours already. Wow, it's been a quick day. But yeah, my face is looking very, very shiny. I don't know how well you'll be able to see in this light, but in direct sunlight, oh, it looks terrible. Yeah, so you can't really see, but let me just like go into the sunlight here. You can see how like oily and shiny my face is all over, like that forehead, that face, like especially around my nose. Wow. Chin's not too bad, but otherwise I'm very oily. So yeah, this is it after 10 hours. If I powdered, it probably would be better. It's also very warm today for Scotland, so that's not helping. I've been sweating a lot, and my friend's house is very, very warm. So yeah, I think I've used like different primers, maybe a setting spray. It should be a lot better, or if I just powdered throughout the day, should be a lot better as well. But otherwise, it's all right. It's not great. I will be wearing it again though, because it is like nice just to wear in general. It's hair off me. It is nice to wear in general when I'm not wanting like a full coverage kind of day. But other than that, it's not going to be my favourite go-to. And for £16, I would have wanted it to last a little bit longer. It doesn't actually say on the website or on the bottle, as far as I know, what type of skin it's for, whether it's for oily skin, dry skin combination. It is a hydrating one though, so I'd assume it's better for dry skin or combination. So I mean, if you have drier skin, you'll probably really, really like this, to be honest. But for oily skin people, maybe not. I mean, it hasn't broken down or anything. I don't know how well you'll be able to see around here, but like, it hasn't broken down. So that's not bad. Like, it's long lasting in that sense, but just oil control, it's next to none. So as it's been like 10 hours, I think we're just going to end it here, because I don't think it's going to change any more really in the next 2-3 hours or so. So just ending it on this camera because I'm already out, and I'm not going to be home for a little while. I need to get this edited. So comment shout out today is for Lana G. She commented on my 10-minute makeup challenge for my TBT series. If you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and watch it. I'll link it in the clickable I button up here. Other than that, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and leave me a like. It really helps me know if you like this sort of content, and it helps me carry on doing it again, you know, things like that. And if you want to stick around and see my journey, go ahead and subscribe down below and turn on your notifications so you get notified every time I make a video. Okay guys, see you later. Bye.